Hello, this is Straight Talk with Bill Gallagher. When we talk about burnout, frequently it has more to do with internal mismanagement than it does workload. Workload, over workload can be a cause, but more times than not, it's the inability to manage ourselves internally. Maybe we're insecure and we want a lot of approval and we feel it's mean to say no. I have to go home to be with my family, um, but it's exhausting either way. Another way we can end up at this place in the workplace is to be in the wrong position for our personality. In other words, if you have a job and you're not suited for that position, if you're an extrovert and they stick you off in a corner somewhere working in a cubicle, you're not going to be that fulfilled. If you're an introvert and you'd rather work alone and they put you at the front desk, that's going to wear you down. So having the wrong personality and the wrong position can also add to exhaustion. And how about working in an organization or being in a home where you have a lot of responsibility but very little control? A couple of other personal reasons that we find ourselves spinning our wheels: misplaced priorities, or we don't have any outside interests. It's all about work. Or we feel that we can't delegate, so we take on more than we should. And here's a little example of what I'm talking about that is almost crazy making. People that have perfectionistic tendencies that will not delegate. They refuse to delegate because no one can what? Do it as good as them. And so they take on more responsibility. They start burning out because you can only have such broad shoulders to carry all the weight yourself. And then they start getting angry at the people that are not helping them. Does that make sense? How about the inability to resolve conflict? That can make you want to not even be around the people anymore if you can't do that. How about you with the ability that if there's any mistakes that you make, you assume that that's a failure, that you're a failure. You're misreading what's going on. So these are many, many reasons and causes for people to start to feel exhausted and discouraged. When we come back the next time, I'm going to give you some tips on balancing and an illustration on how to define what's most important in your life. In other words, what is vital versus what is urgent. It's the urgencies, it's the emails, it's the demands, it's the interruptions that seem to pull us away from what we need to do that's most important. This has been Bill Gallagher with Straight Talk. Please like this, subscribe to it. We'll have just one or two more, and maybe you can leave just going, you know what? I need to make some changes in my life. We'll be back with you then.